Okay, seems like we're in finally. Welcome to F1 League of South Africa Tier 2, round number 8 at Silverstone. Now, for those of you with an ear for detail, you might be thinking, hang on, this guy isn't British and maybe sounds old. You will be correct. I'm your commentator for tonight, France W31. Usual Tier 1 driver, but yeah, filling in for comms tonight. We'll see how it goes. This is my first time ever doing it, so have patience. I might miss a few overtakes, but let's see how it goes. So, seems like we have a full wet qualifying. At the moment we've got Balam Arshad in P1. Is he still on a flying lap? It does seem that way. He's just over a tenth up on his time. Oh, and he runs a bit wide. Doesn't invalidate though. Let's go on board through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, a bit wide through Chapel. Obviously no DRS in the wet. And he's half a second down, so this probably won't be an improvement. He's going to be the next car to cross the line. Will he go for another lap? I don't think so. He doesn't have ERS. No, diving into the pits. Next up we've got a Haas of Lawrence. Such tricky these conditions to get the power down. How confident is he? Oh, the rear end's twitching away, doesn't improve. Next up there's a Mercedes of Sticks. He improves, but then he hits the wall. And these guys have to be careful. Oh, that's dodgy. Swayster goes to P1. Provisional P1 with a 40.8. What a lap by Swayster. Next up, is that an Alpine? Yes. Louis next to cross the line. He doesn't improve. He's probably just starting his lap now. Next up is going to be another Williams. I think that's going to be Smick. He's invalidated. After him is a Ferrari. I don't know what your name is. I'm just going to call you Matrix. L Matrix. Let's just go with Matrix. Oh, loses the rear slightly. Is this going to invalidate? No, it doesn't invalidate. Up to the line, and he does improve, goes P12, respectable lap. Next up we've got a Haas, Ultra Gamer, he's starting a lap. Oh no, he just crossed the line in P6. Or he's just starting a lap? I don't know, weird. But his teammate is coming across the line. Oh, he's going to be next to cross the line. He's a 10th down on his times. Can he find over a 10th in this last couple of corners through the Vale chicane? Rounding out the right-hander club corner, the final corner on this track. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. Next we have an Alfa Romeo. Who's that? Ernie Burney. Can Ernie Burney? He hasn't set a lap yet, so what will this be from the Alfa Romeo driver? He goes P12, just above his teammate. Next there's a Ferrari crossing the line, I'm assuming of Boneless. Alpha Tauri of Zodiac. Next up there's a Williams, or is that an Alpine? It's an Alpine. It's Louis goes, well, he improves his time, but I don't think he changed positions there. Stays in P3. Next up is a Williams of Smick. He hasn't set a lap yet, so this will be his first lap. What time can he muster? Oh, he goes wide. Misses the apex completely on the exit. Gets the power down. What will this be? 43.3. He goes P12. Next up is the Red Bull of Rizzo. He looks like he's diving into the pits. Then it's the Haas of Ultra Gamer. He isn't going to be improving his time. He will be going for another lap. Then it's the Ferrari of, it's not that Ferrari, it's this Ferrari. Will he be going to the pits? Yes. And then the Haas of Louis. Louis is 3/10 up on his time. That'll put him right in contention for P2 at the moment. Can he find more time in this last corner? Gets on the power. Don't want to spin the car around. Oh, he goes P2. About 800ths off of Swayster. Almost 10 behind Swayster. Next is an Alfa Romeo Andries. Ernie Burney goes wide in the Vale chicane. Don't think he's going to improve. He does improve. He goes to P12. AlphaTauri next is Zodiac. He improves up to P4. What a lap. I think Zodiac is your championship leader if I'm not mistaken. We'll have a look at the standings between qualifying and the race. I just have a chance to catch my breath. What's next? Williams, is that Swayster? No, it's his teammate of Smick. He's going to dive into the pits next. There's Alpine of, is that Louis? No, it's his teammate Laser. He's on an out lap. He's going to start his lap now. So maybe let's go on board with Laser for a whole lap. Starting off this lap through Abbey, turn 1, right-hander, slight lift of the throttle. Then coming through Farm, hard braking zone for Village. Get the car turned in, such tricky conditions. On the left-hander, that must be desync on my side because that car is just stationary on the apex there. Down the Wellington straight we go. Then the left-hander for Brooklands. You don't want the rear to step out. How quickly can you take this right-hander, Luffield? How quickly can you get onto the power without oversteer? Revs the car out. This little corner, his name is it Woodcott? I think it's Woodcott. And then Cops corner, there will be a lift. Oh, he misses the apex, goes wide, doesn't invalidate though, keeps going. Now Maggot and Beckett's extremely tricky in the dry, never mind in the wet. Flick the car right, flick the car left, flick the car right. How quickly can you get onto the power? Oh, sets up the hanger straight, bit of oversteer. You can see how wet it is out there. Now Stowe corner, goes a bit wide but carries good momentum, bit of oversteer on the exit. Now the final part of this lap, the Vale chicane, and then the right-hander through Club corner we go. Gets on the power. This is going to be a 142.7 P11 for Laser. Red Bull of Rizzo, he's going to start a lap now. Ernie Burney, Andries is next. He's also just starting a lap. Then it's a Ferrari of Matrix. He's also just going to start a lap. He's also on an out lap. Then it's a McLaren. What's happening here? It says he's in the pits, so he's probably not in the session. Let me see if I can quickly invite Virus back to the session. Should be here somewhere. Can't see him right now. Okay, what's happening? Mercedes of Styx crossing the line. He goes up to P6. Then next is Williams. Swayster improves his lap. Great lap from him. Then his teammate Smixter is crossing the line. He's starting a lap. Then it's an Alpine of Louis, he's starting a lap. The Haas, everyone seems to be starting laps right now, so let's see what's happening. Is anyone improving? Oh, Rizzo goes up to P2. Great improvement from him. Andri's starting a lap. Then there's a Haas coming. Is that Lawrence? He's gonna start a lap quite soon. After him we've got a Ferrari. Is that boneless? No, it's his teammate Matrix. He improves to P8. Great lap from him. And then there's an Alpha Tauri, is that Zodiac. He improves, or he's just starting a lap. I think he's just starting a lap now. Then there's an Alfa Romeo. That's his teammate Ernie Burney. Oh, but squirrely on the exit. Struggling to get the power down in these wet conditions. What tire is everyone on? Ernie Burney is on Inters. Will this prove to be the right call? The track still looks very wet, but maybe these Inters just have enough grip. Goes a bit wide. That's so unsettling with the car on the Apex. I think he would ghost, but you can't take the chance. Now Ernie Burney coming up to the sector 1 split just before Brooklands. Is he up on his time? No, he's not. He's almost a second down, so it's still just too wet for these intermediate tyres. Who's coming up on a lap? That's Laser improving to P10. Then you've got Andries. Is he going to improve? He does to P9. Great lap from Andries. Rizzo gets disqualified. That's not going to be great. He's going to be starting from the back. Was he just trying to get out the way? That seemed very weird. Then there's a Haas of Lawrence. He improves his lap time to P2. And the checkered flag has fallen, so if you cross the line now, you are done. Balam Arshad next. He crosses the line. He improves slightly but stays P3. Zodiac jumps to P2. What a lap from him. Swayster still on top in the session. Ernie Burney on his intermediates. Oh, that's a bit dodgy, but just about gets it in the pit lane. Next up is that no, that's going to be Swayster, and he's up on his time. Swayster loving these conditions at the moment. Around Stowe corner, braking hard for the Vale chicane, goes left on the Apex, nails that on the right hander. Does he improve? Gets on the power. He does improve. Oh my goodness, he's almost a second up on P2. What a lap from Swayster. Next up we have got Louis coming around the final corner. Does he improve? Can he improve? He improves slightly, but he stays P6. Then it's Boneless coming across the line. He stays P5. I think he stays P5. Then there's a Haas. That's going to be Ultra Gamer. Oh, he spins on the final corner. He doesn't make it across the line. And that's qualifying. Laser is in the pit lane as soon as his car is in the pits. That will be qualifying done. Interesting stuff in these wet conditions. We were lucky last night in Tier 1 that everything was dry for qualifying. There was a bit of rain predicted for the end of the race, but just never came in time. Maybe if we had a safety car or two, the race would have been 10 minutes longer and the rain would have come, but not the case last night. But here we started with full wets in qualifying. So we've got Swayster on pole by almost a second. That is an incredible lap. I don't know what the weather is for the race. Maybe he's got a wet setup and the race is going to be dry. I don't know. But impressive lap from Swayster. P2 we've got the Zodiac. P3 we've got Lawrence. P4 Balam Arshad, then Boneless, Louis, Styx, Andries, Ultra Gamer and Laser round up the top 10. Then we've got Matrix, Harsh Cartoon, Ernie Burney, Smixter, Uppity Terror, Virus and Rizzo, who unfortunately got disqualified from P2 for facing the wrong way. So I don't know if he maybe spun and waited too long to rejoin, but that's very unfortunate for him. He will be starting from the back of the grid. We do have a 5-minute break between qualifying and the race. Let's see what the weather is like. It's overcast. Question is, does the sun come out or do the raindrops start to fall? Just had to do a quick stop and start of my recording because I can only record an hour at a time. Right, so while we wait, there's a 5-minute break between qualifying and the race. So while we wait for the drivers to ready up, I'm gonna just have a sip of my coffee. Right, so let's take you through some stats. Smick was kind enough to provide this for us. So in Tier 2, from the opening 7 races, we have 6 different winners. And let me have a look. So your different winners were Bahrain, we had Arcterra winning the race. Round 2 in Baku, it was Rizzo. Round 3 Miami, Sweister. Round 4 at Imola, Rizzo again. Round 5 in Spain, Louis took the win. In Canada, Matrix took the win. So Matrix qualified P11, I think, or P12. He took the win in Canada. And then last time out in Austria, we had Zodiac. So incredibly close in terms of race wins. So we've got 6 different winners, 4 different pole sitters, 7 different driver of the days. So no one has won driver of the day twice, and 11 different podium sitters out of a possible 21 from 7 races. So definitely some diversity in the results, which is always good to see. Not just the same people winning races and getting podiums. It means everyone has a shot. We had 5 different constructors have scored wins. So Red Bull, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, Alpine and Williams. So who of them? Obviously Red Bull have 2 wins, with Rizzo winning twice. Who's the other team that has 2 wins? Maybe Mercedes? Yeah, I think it's Mercedes. I think it's Arcterra, and then I think Matrix was reserving for them last week or 2 weeks ago. Alfa Romeo yet to score a podium. After tonight, it will be the halfway. This is round 8 out of 15, so this is kind of like midway in the season. And then only 5 drivers have completed all the races. They are Rizzo, Zodiac, Louis, Jork and Laser. Now Jork is not here tonight, so that will be cut down to 4. And Louis and Laser, both Alpine drivers, attending all the races. That's good to see. Taking you through the standings for the constructors. Listen how close this is. AlphaTauri on 167, Haas 167, Red Bull 163. Only 4 points splitting. Only 4 points splitting P1 and P3. Then you've got McLaren in P4, Mercedes in P5, Alpine in P6, Aston in P7, Williams in P8, Ferrari in P9 and Alfa Romeo in P10. But just to give you an idea, Alpine in P6 only just less than 50 points, 47 points behind P1, which means a race win and a P4 or a P5 would be enough to close that gap. So incredibly close in the constructors. Then your driver standings, Zodiac leads the way from Rizzo In P3 you've got Lawrence, P4 Harsh Cartoon, P5 Louis, P6 is Arc Vigaro, previously Arc Terra, P7 Swayster, P8 Boneless, then it's Ultra Gamer, Reezy, round out the top 10. In P11 you've got Laser, P12 Andries, P13 Balam Arshad, P14 Jork, P15 Skeksace, P16 Matrix with his win 2 weeks ago, P17 is Smixter, P18 Flea Doctor, P19 Revolution, P20 Uppity Terra, P21 is Ernie Bernie, and P22 is Kwacha Vigaro. Right, let's have a look. What time are we going? Oh, I think we're going. So we don't get a countdown, so we should be going anytime now. I saw in the Discord there was already up message, which means there's a 30-second. Yep, there we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. Good start from Zodiac. He's already ahead going into turn 1. Bad start from Swayster. What happened to the Williams? Oh, there's a Ferrari in the background off. Who's that? That's Boneless. Boneless with a spin. We've got Zodiac from Lawrence from Balam Arshad in P1 to 3. Then comes Swayster in P4. Not a great start for him. The Mercedes of Sticks looking for a move up the inside. Nothing doing. Single file down the Wellington straight at the moment. Oh, there's a Haas in the background going wide. What's happening here? Matrix diving down the inside of Sticks. Sticks will have the inside for the next corner through Luffield. Who's going to make it stick? Oh, so close. I think Sticks just has it there. No, Matrix. They go side by side. Are they going to keep it side by side through Cops? Not very smart. Swayster going for the move down the inside of the Zodiac. Zodiac runs wide, which opens the door for Matrix, who goes through now through Maggots, Beckett's. Everyone seemed to get through quite cleanly. There's a bit of a gap in the midfield. Lawrence coming down the hanger straight. In his wheel traps is Balam Arshad, not going for the move though. Oh, is he? No, he's not. He backs out of it. Very smart move from him. It's just lap 1. No need for any rash move so early in the race. A bit further back. Oh, it looked like Matrix was looking at Swayster. We have a VSC, and that gives me a chance to have a look at all the tires. So we've got Lawrence on the hards. Does that maybe mean there is rain coming? Lawrence on hards, Balam Arshad on mediums, Swayster on hards. That's maybe why his start wasn't as good. Matrix opting for the softs. He's the only driver who went for the soft tire. We have Harsh Cartoon diving into the pits. Is that a wing change? Yes. Wing change for Harsh Cartoon. And I think we'll have a wing change for Rizzo as well. Yes, he doesn't have a wing on that Red Bull. And Uppity Terra, I don't think he was in the pits. Ultra Gamer gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the pit lane, under this virtual safety car. That's not ideal for the Haas driver. He's already behind and playing catch-up in this race. We've gone green. Lawrence has got the jump on Balam Arshad here. Going through Cop's corner. Does he run wide? No, he doesn't. He keeps it within track limit. Balam Arshad right behind him. Going through Maggots and Beckett's. Just far enough to maybe not get as much dirty air. Flick it right. And down the hanger straight we go. The DRS will be enabled on the next lap. Swayster right behind him. Coming using his overtake button. Will he go for the move? No, he backs out of it. Goes for the switchback. No, he thinks better of it. Coming down to the Vale chicane. Late on the brakes. You don't want to hit the guy in front of you. Goes through. Not a great camera angle, but anyway. Matrix on these softs. Not making as many inroads as he would have hoped. Zodiac setting the fast lap of the race so far. Matrix really has to get past these drivers ASAP if he wants to make the strategy work. Dives up the inside of Swayster, but goes over the curb. He unsettles the car. Can he get the switchback going? Straighten the car out, get on the power. A little twitch on the rear end, but using his ERS Will he go for the move on the outside? He will have lots of grip. Goes very wide, leaves enough space. Good racing on the inside there. Now, can he get on the power quicker and get the run down to Kops? Doesn't look like it. Swayster keeps the position. Coming down to Kops. Great battling from both drivers, keeping it clean, leaving each other space. Swayster goes through Kops. Now, any gaps? Ernie Burney on the back of Smick. Oh, will he go on the inside of Kops? He goes for it, leaving room for the Williams driver, who backs out of it through Maggots and Beckett's. Great move from Ernie Burney. What an overtake down the inside of Kops. And now he's on the back of Boneless, who I don't think got damage. It doesn't look like it. He just had an off on lap 1, but seemed to have been able to recover. Any gaps down here? Let's go on board with Laser, as he's got a perfect view of these cars ahead of him fighting. He's right behind Smick. Oh, unsettles over the curb. Straightens the car out. Smick crossing the finish line at the start of lap 4. Ernie Burney on the back of Boneless. And we can see the position changes. Matrix up 8, so maybe he is making those softs work after all. Lawrence and Ballum both up 2, Zodiac down 2, Swayster down 4 on those hard tyres. Game Virus also up 7, a good start from him. And then Ultra Gamer and Harshot Tune not having the best of starts. Now what's happening? Ooh, we've got a change up top here through Maggots and Beckett. Ballum Arshad gets passed by Matrix, who is making these softs work, and now he's got to close up to Lowdens. And hopefully within a lap or 2 make the pass for the lead of this race. Lowdens obviously aiming to go long on those hard tyres. Just give me a moment, sorry folks. Okay, we are back. Sorry for that. Just had to step away for a moment. Matrix still on the back of Lowrance after 5 laps. On lap 6, Lowrance still in the lead, looking like he has very good pace on those hard tyres. Balam Arshad right behind Matrix. You would think these mediums are coming into play now. Those softs maybe past their best. Still have decent grip, but the mediums will definitely be slowly but surely becoming the faster tyre at this point. A bit further back we've got Louis on the back of Styx, former race winner this season from Spain. Can he make inroads into the Mercedes driver, who I believe is a reserve? Great showing from him up in P5 at the moment on these hard tyres. Can he stay with Swayster, who obviously was very quick in the wets and qualifying? Maybe dropping off a little bit. Have a look at this camera angle. What is this? Down we've got Ernie Burney on the back of Boneless, only 4/10 behind the Ferrari driver, and then close to behind them is Laser. Little fight for P10 here, brewing up. Oh, Ernie Burney goes down the inside of turn 1. What a move. Swayster has left the session. Let me see if I can invite him back. I should have him as a friend. What's his name? He's got a funny name, if I'm not mistaken. Swayster. Back to the race. We've got Boneless now on the back of Ernie Burney after Ernie Burney made a great move at turn 1. And now he's pulling away from the Ferrari driver already more than a second. Now Laser goes up the inside through Cop's corner. What a move. Maybe there is slight damage on this Ferrari because he's dropping a few positions. Can't see any damage, but there might be some minor front wing damage to that car because Laser breezed past on his 6-lap old hard tires. But now Boneless will be coming back at him down the straight. Goes for the overtake. Up the inside, makes the move done, gets back on the racing line, and Laser goes a bit wide through Stowe. Louis really closing up on Styx. He's right behind him. Will he go for a move down the Wellington straight? Flicks the car left, then hard braking zone here for Village. Goes over the curb, unsettles the car a little bit, then turns left. Boneless gets a 3-second time penalty. Now opens the DRS right there. Does he go for the move? Does he stay behind? He goes, no, he just stays behind. He fakes a bit, gives Styx a little dummy, which sends Styx a bit wide, but he is able to recover. And who gets the better exit? You've got to say Louis. He gets a good exit. He's right behind the Mercedes driver. Turns on the ERS, goes around the outside to Cop's corner, makes the move. What a move from Louis. And there's a safety car. Someone's binned it. Swayster's dropped a few positions. There's no damage. I might have missed what just happened. Oh, Andries doesn't have a front wing. Is that maybe what happened? Andries maybe hit a wall somewhere. Safety car for that. Now, who does this favor? Matrix. This is music to his ears. We've got Lawrence jumping into the pits. Does he go for mediums? Louis stays out. He thinks he can still go on those medium tires. He's opting to stick with his strategy of going mediums, probably to the hards. Lawrence, what does he put on? It's a pair of softs. Does that mean there's rain coming, or does that just mean he's going soft medium until the end? Because softs won't make it from here. They will maybe last 10 or 12 laps. So he's not going to the end. Lawrence is going to box again. Matrix goes on to the hards, which means he's going to the end, as well as Balam Arshad. Zodiac also opted for the softs. He started on the mediums, I think. Swayster went mediums. Everyone boxed. Everyone is boxing. Harshcott being Ultra Gamer. Rizzo, you would imagine, will also dive into the pits, because why not? Uppity Terra, he's in the middle of this whole kerfuffle here. He's already a lap down, not ideal for the AlphaTauri driver. So Louis and Sticks opted to stay out. Now, on this game, on F123, the power of fresh tires is incredible. Now, Louis starting on the mediums, I don't know, will this be the right call? Because he will still have to box again, and he can't box to another set of mediums. He'll have to go to softs or hards. Now, the pit window is lap 12 to box from mediums to hards, and the safety car is only going to come in probably, if I'm looking at the gaps on the minimap, safety car is going to come in on end of lap 10 maybe, which means he's only going to be doing 2-3 laps and then having to box in anyway. So I don't understand the decision, but it's the one he made. He's got to make it work. Sticks I can still kind of understand, because maybe those hards he wants to stretch them maybe to lap 16 or lap 18 and then bolt on a set of softs for the end. But yeah, Louis on these mediums, he's really not in a good position at the moment. Maybe we have another safety car later on in the race which helps him. Maybe there's rain on the way and he just feels like staying out and having that track position, but those tires being 8 laps older than the guys behind him, he's really going to struggle. For the likes of Lawrence on the softs, Zodiac on the softs, Swayster on the mediums, these guys are going to have a rapid pace once the safety car comes in. But the fact that Ballum, Arshad and Matrix went to hards tells me that there's probably not rain coming, or at least not very soon, because otherwise they would have opted maybe for a medium or maybe even a soft like other guys have done. Fastest lap currently is held by Matrix, who obviously was on the softs in that first stint, so you can understand that. You can imagine maybe someone like Lawrence or Zodiac taking that fast lap off him very soon. Let's have a look at your penalties. So Swayster has a 3-second time penalty and Boneless has a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Uppity Terra, I'm assuming, has 5 for either speeding in the pits and then another 3 for track limits. And then those are your penalties. Pit stops, as you can see, Harsh Platoon already making 2 stops, which means Rizzo stayed out. Rizzo did not box under the safety car. That's very interesting. Now, the safety car should be in this lap. Yes, there we go. We get the message, safety car in this lap. Louis has got to back everyone up. He's driving a bit too quick here. Does he give himself enough time to build a gap? When does he go? Has he gone? No, he hasn't. There he goes. He's bolted. Sticks is right behind. Sticks gets a good restart on those old hard tires, but behind Lowdens on those fresh softs, he's going to be a man on a mission. Oh, Sticks goes a bit wide. That might be a warning. Oh, Lowdens goes around the outside, which turns to the inside of Village. Makes the move. Stick on Sticks. And now he's got P1 in his sights. Closing up to Louis. These camera angles aren't really good. And Matrix right behind. Oh, Ballum Arshad on the inside, which turns to the outside. Matrix now on the inside. And Ballum Arshad is still there. Now he's in the slipstream of Sticks. This is a drag race down to Cop's Corner. Who's got the guts? Who's got the... I don't want to say the balls, but I said it anyway. Matrix down the inside, stays on the inside of Sticks. Now he drops down behind the Mercedes driver, and then he goes around the outside, which turns to the inside. What are these camera angles? I've got nothing to work with. He makes it work. What a move by Matrix on those fresh hard tires. Sticks coming back. Maybe he's got a bit more straight line speed. in the setup. But at the moment it's Matrix who got the move done, and it's Styx who stays in P5 at the moment, with Balam Arshad going down the inside of the Val Chicane. Oh, there's contact. There's a lot of argy-bargy. That's an Alpha Tauri of the Zodiac getting feisty in the middle. He goes for the move done on the inside of turn 1. Does he make it stick? Yes, he does. Great move. Meanwhile, there's a battle for the lead. Lawrence gets through on Louis, and there's another caution in sector 1. That's an Alpine. Is that Laser? Laser is round at turn 1 and turn 2. Can't see his car. There he is. His camera angles are a work of art from EA. They've really outdone themselves. Does he have damage on that Alpine? It doesn't look like it. Back to the front. Lawrence has got past Matrix and past Louis. Matrix has also got past Louis. He's in P2 now on those fresh hard tires, looking to go to the end. Now Lawrence has to really make a big gap, because he has to pit again, because these tires won't make it to the end. He's got to go to a set of mediums surely, which will be faster than the hards of Matrix, but Matrix, you've got to say, in a really good position, barring any more safety cars, to get something out of this race. Louis on those mediums still going strong. He's got a box pretty soon for a set of hards, but that's what I was saying. If he boxes now, he basically comes out at the back of the field, which just is going to hurt him so much, because the other guys don't really have to box again. Swayster can probably stretch these mediums to the end. 16 laps on mediums, it's very possible. Balam Arshad, Virus, Ernie Bernie, they're all going to the end. Styx will have to box again, and you can see how much he's dropped. He's down in P9 already. He started lap 11 in P2. 2 laps later he's down in P9. Just shows you how powerful fresh tires are in this game. If you get the chance to box, you surely have to take it, because he will be dropping like a stone. Behind him is Boneless. Boneless goes for the move on Styx, makes it stick before Brooklyn's going into Luffield. What a move by Boneless. I don't even think DRS is enabled yet, so that is a really good move by the Ferrari driver on those fresh softs. Now Rizzo has made his way up to P11 on those older tires, but that might just be because the cars behind him have been tangled up in some incidents. We've got Harsh Cartoon right on the back of Smixter, who's right on the back of Rizzo, and Rizzo might just as well got inside the DRS of Styx. Does Harsh Cartoon go for it? No, he's not using the DRS. He's deciding to save up his battery, save his tires, lifts off the throttle, and lives to fight another day. Now Smixter on the back of Rizzo on the back of Styx, and oh, there's a spin. Who's that dropping position? Was it somebody's? Oh, he's boxing. Oh, he has just boxed. What's going on here? Oh, this is his first lap. He's on his out lap on those medium tires. Now, oh, we've got Louis in the pits. He's coming out on hards, and this is what I was talking about earlier. He had to pit now from the mediums to the hards, and he is significantly far behind the rest of the pack. I mean, he's a light year behind everyone else. He's 10 seconds behind his teammate, and his teammate is 10 seconds behind the next car. So Louis is probably around 25 to 30 seconds behind where he was, which is a lot of time to have to make up on hard tires when everyone around you is on the same comfort of tire. Balan Arshad right behind the Zodiac. Can he go for a double overtake? He's going to get Swayster losing 2 positions. And he sends it down the inside. Oh, there's slight contact. That was a very optimistic move from Swayster. He loses a position to Virus as well and dives into the pits. Did he get front wing damage from that tap on the Aston Martin? He dives into the pits. He's surely going to be putting on another set of mediums, I would think, because he started on the hards. Virus right on the back of Balam Arshad. I think it's better off going for the move there. He's going to be patient, wait for DRS. Still got a lot of battery, does Virus. 46%. Balam Arshad also has a lot of battery. Zodiac also has a lot of battery. Rizzo has used up a lot of his battery because he had to come through the pack on his old tires. Not ideal for him, but everyone else seems to, except for Harsh Khartoum, he's also really empty on his battery. Everyone else seems to be saving their battery pretty well. Ultra Gamer down on 22%. Everyone else down between the 40 and the 70% mark, which is very good. Very smart, I should say, because you can only save around 8 to 12% of your per lap depending on the setup and whether you're lifting and coasting or driving hard. So let's say you can save around 10% per lap, so you really need to look after your battery. And there's a move for P3. Balam Arshad gets past the Zodiac. Zodiac coming back at him though. On the grass, you don't want to be braking there. It goes a bit wide through Vale, which compromises him through Club Corner, and Balam Arshad has got away. And he gets above the 1 second window, which means Zodiac will not be getting DRS. And that's great news for Virus, who's on the back of Zodiac on those hards now at this stage. Oh, there's a move up the inside from Ernie Burney. Where did he come from? Sticks it around the outside. Oh, bit of a squeeze by Virus on Ernie Burney there. Bit naughty by the McLaren driver, but gets away with it. Now the Virus closing up on the Zodiac. And there's a yellow flag. Oh, Ernie Burney is round. He comes back onto the track. Oh, with cars approaching. That's also a bit risky from the Alfa Romeo driver, but no contact was made with the cars around him. Harsh Khartoum getting by, and then Sticks and Ultra Gamer behind him. Through cops we go. Virus still on the back of Zodiac, coming down the hangar straight. Now the question really is, when does Lowdens pit for his next set of tires? Because I'm assuming he would like to go onto another set of softs, because that's just going to be the fastest strategy. Does he pit at the end of this lap? We've got 10 laps remaining of this Grand Prix, and he's done 8 laps on those tires, so if he stays out one more lap, it's 9 laps. But ultimately he's going to drop to probably around 25 seconds behind Matrix, which means he's going to have to really put on the afterburners to get anything out of this race. Same for Boneless, he will also have to pit again from those softs. Unless there's another safety car, I don't see these soft runners really gaining that time back unless there's a big mistake from the cars around them, or they fight a lot, which will cost them a lot of time. I've got to move down in P10. Louis is passing everyone who's in the pits. Great move from the Alpine driver. Did about 7 overtakes in one corner. But he is on fresh-ish hard tires, and then the Zodiac on those mediums, he will be going to the end from here. So the guys in the best position, you would gotta say, is Matrix, Balam Arshad and Virus, because they can go to the end from here. Louis is still very far back from those guys, and he has a lot of time to catch up. Will he be able to do it? We will have to wait and see. Lowdens gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. That is not ideal for the Haas driver, as that's basically the race when gone, unless there's a late safety car. But Matrix takes the lead of this race with only 9 laps to go, including this one. On those hard tires, he is looking good for his second race win of the season. And I think he is a full-time driver. I think he has got that Ferrari seat full-time, so this will be a great result for him to kind of establish himself as one of the top drivers in this tier. Balam Arshad and Virus still completely in this fight for the win. Rizzo will have to box again. He makes a move on uppity Terra, who's going very slowly down the Wellington Straight. Smixter also finds himself in a good position. Not really sure where he's come from. He's had such a quiet race, we haven't seen much of him, but he finds himself in P5 and net P4 because Rizzo will have to box again. So Smixter is on for a great result. He will try and take those mediums to the end. Might be a bit of a stretch, but 9 laps to go, 18 laps, 17 laps on a set of mediums. He's going to be in puncher territory, but he's got to make it work. I mean, if he boxes now, he's just going to be losing so much time. So he's going to be nursing these mediums to the end. Ernie Byrne and Ultra Game on these hards, they will comfortably make it to the end. So they are also in a very good position. Ernie Byrne for a net P5 and maybe looking at this P4 from Smick, because Smick's tyres will definitely be crying at the end of this race as Rizzo now dives into the pits. Does he get it stopped in time? No, he doesn't. Speeding in the pit lane. I was saying that it looked like he was going in a bit hot there, but that's basically Rizzo's chance of a good result down the drain. Lowrance, where is he at the moment? So let's have a look. Lowrance crosses the line. He's done a 155. He's gone for a set of mediums. Obviously feeling the softs degrade too quickly, and he might be faster over a stint on these mediums. Schweizer puts in the fast lap of the race. Down in P11, now up to P10 as he passes Boneless, who's in the pits. Passes Rizzo, who's in the pits, I beg your pardon. Boneless right behind him on fresh softs. Boneless, will he try and make a move going into Brooklyn? Gets on the power of Schweizer with a bit of squirrely exit there. This is going to be an easy pass for Boneless on those soft tyres with DRS. He makes it work, gets back onto the racing line and is up into P10. Great move from the Ferrari. Schweizer goes a bit wide through Brooklands, which will compromise him through Luffield. Down below we've got another move. Andries getting past Harsh Cartoon at Luffield. Great move from the Alfa Romeo driver. And everything seems to have settled down a bit. Schweizer still in the back of Lawrence. Will he be going for a move down the Hangar Straight? We will have to wait and see. Running a bit low on ERS, but Bonus has fairly similar ERS levels, so Schweizer not using ERS though, content to just sit behind Bonus for another lap. He knows the Ferrari driver in front of him has fresher tyres, so maybe he's just sitting behind, letting the Ferrari do all the work while he pulls him along with DRS, while Schweizer can save tyres. Up here we've got Ultra Gamer just on the brink of the DRS window, and we've got Smixter diving into the pits. What a bold move from the Williams driver, going onto a set of softs with only 6-7 laps remaining, including this one. So he obviously feels like there's a lot more pace in these softs, but realistically 7 laps means you'll have to be gaining around 4 seconds per lap just to make the time back, and I don't know if that's realistic. Those mediums were probably crying a bit, but I don't know if this is going to be quicker. We'll have to wait and see. He gets the DRS on Styx, who's kind of fallen away this race. He was running in a really good position earlier, but not boxing under the safety cars really hampered his progress because he has had to pit for mediums, and now he finds himself in a battle. Oh, he makes contact with Smick, sends him a bit wide. Smick runs through the gravel, and that's really compromised him. Going into Cops, sticks on the back of Andries, goes a bit wide, misses the apex slightly, but he's lifting off the throttle. He doesn't want to be too close. He wants to make the overtake with DRS down the Hangar Straight, and you can see him really lifting off, and now he's going to go for it. Andries gets a good exit, but there's nothing he can do with the DRS being so powerful, and Styx gets the move done, and he passes Andries for P13. Now up top we've still got Matrix, Balam and Virus. The gap stayed pretty much exactly the same between these three. As we see the helicopter shot, what a great shot that is, going through Luffield, getting on the power down the straight through Woodcott. Is it Woodcott? Woodscott corner? It's not really a corner in an F1 car. Lawrence on these mediums making inroads, but still You can see how far behind he is. Still has a lot of positions to make up. Only Bernie gets out the way of Lawrence. Lawrence gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. This is really, that's a race over. If we have a look at the penalties, he's got 8 seconds worth of penalties. There is no way he's finishing on the podium unless there's a late safety car. We've got a lot of penalties in this race though. Matrix for 3 seconds, which means Balam Arshad is in a very good position to take the race win, and he's closed the gap a lot. Has Matrix made a mistake? That gap has come down from 2.1, 2.2 seconds down to 1.5, and at the moment even Virus could be looking at a P2. If he can get within 3 seconds of Matrix, that'll be a great result for the McLaren driver, who qualified very far down the grid if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he qualified in P16, so this will be an amazing result for Virus if he can hang on to this podium and maybe even get a P2. Got Louis on the back of the Zodiac. Oh, and there is a late safety car. There's a late safety car. Laser gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. As well as, I think it was Styx. Who's out? No one's out again. Does someone have damage? Can't see damage on any of these cars. What has happened? There's a safety car and I completely missed it. I don't know who had a collision with who. Maybe it was Laser who hit a wall. We can see on the incident screen what has happened. Laser severe collision with Styx. So I'm thinking Styx and Laser came together. There was a loss of a front wing. Let's see if there was a front wing change for Laser and Styx, so that's what caused the safety car. This has just thrown the whole race up. Virus staying out. That is definitely the wrong call. I can tell you now, track position means very little on this game. Everyone behind pitting for fresh tires. These guys are going to be sitting ducks. Virus, oh, he was on for such a good result, coming from P16 on the grid, was going to finish on the podium. This safety car has really hampered him because he decided to stay out. These old hard tires are going to be very poor. These softs of Matrix, Arshad, Zodiac. Zodiac's not on the softs, he's still on the mediums. But these tires of Matrix and Arshad, they are definitely looking to win this race between the two of them. So while we wait for the safety car to form up, just give me a moment. I'm just going to step away again for a few seconds. Alright, I am back. And we have Laser has a 3-second time penalty under the safety car. That's not ideal for the Alpine driver. Safety car in this lap. So in terms of penalties, Virus is really going to be hoping that the guys behind him fight a lot, because without penalties he might still have a shot, but those old tires are going to be horrible on the safety car restart. So let's have a look. Can Virus and Ultra Gamer save themselves from the strategy call to stay out? Virus gonna keep it as late as possible. We've got Ultra Gamer. When is Virus gonna go? And he's gone. Ultra Gamer caught napping a little bit. Gap is almost 8/10 already. And we've got down here, we've got positions. Balam Arshad getting passed by the Zodiac, and he gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Oh, that's so unlucky for Balam Arshad, but he makes the move. Oh, and there's a Ferrari. Matrix has made a mistake. He's dropped to P4 behind Balam Arshad, and now you've got to say Balam Arshad might be the favourite to win this race, but he does have a 3-second penalty, and Andries has retired. What has happened? Seems like a bit of contact between him and someone. I missed that completely. We've got Balam Arshad and Matrix. Don't know what's going on there. A bit of lag or a bit of Balam Arshad. That's going to be the PlayStation glitch, where I think Andries might have just left the session. Oh, and he's out. That's so unlucky for the Aston Martin. That just looked like a lot of lag. So unfortunate, but there's not enough laps left for another safety car. So Virus, exactly what I said he was hoping for. The guys behind him battling so much that he's already made a 2-second gap to Ultra Gamer, who's now been passed by Matrix. Matrix makes the move at Stowe, and he's got 1 lap to catch and pass Virus, but he's also got to make 3 seconds because he's got penalties. That means Virus could be on for the race wins still. Has he made the right call? He surprised me completely. I thought that was completely the wrong call, staying on the hards. But looks like this might be paying off. I don't think Matrix can pass him and open up 3 seconds in just 1 lap. This is the last lap of the race. And we've got the Zodiac on the back of Ultra Gamer. He gets a bad exit, which means Boneless can now catch up. Lawrence right on the back of Boneless. The Ferrari powered horse car right on the back of the Ferrari. He goes wide, but Boneless covers him off. Boneless sticks to the inside. He covers him off again. Lawrence looking around the outside, but nothing there. In all of this fighting, Rizzo was looking up the inside, but nothing happening. Swayster gets a time penalty, and now he's dropping down the order. Oh no. Yes, Swayster, he's dropping down the order. Has something happened? He doesn't have a front wing. Swayster, something has happened to the Williams driver. He doesn't have a front wing. The pole sitter going to finish a lowly 12th in this race. Up top, we've got a fight for the lead. Matrix going for it right at the end. Will he make it? Will he win this on track? No, he has to stay behind the McLaren driver, who parks it on the apex. Great defending, but he gets the switchback and he gets the traction, and Matrix wins it on track, but it's Virus who gets the win. And yet again, I think we have another race winner. Everyone crossing the line so quickly, I'm not even going to try keep up. I'll wrap up the race results at the end. But what a call from Virus to stay out on those hard tires. The guys behind him fighting so much that it just cost them the race win. But so we have Virus who wins it from Matrix, who gets another podium, and your championship leader Zodiac, who finishes in P3, and Migrating Host. Have I just been kicked from the session? I don't know. I think I have just been kicked from the session, but hopefully I can still get the results. So your podium is Virus, Matrix and Zodiac. the McLaren driver taking the win, and that's going to be McLaren's second win, because McLaren had the win last night in Tier 1. So McLaren winning the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 race at Silverstone. What a great week it is for the McLaren team. So let's run through the race results. Your winner today is Virus, coming from P16 on the grid to take the win. He's the seventh different winner this season. With him on the podium is Matrix and Zodiac. Zodiac, the championship leader, extends his lead at the top of the table. Then you've got a Haas 4 and 5 of Ultra Gamer and Lawrence. Boneless in the Ferrari P6, he gets the fastest lap as well. Louis in the Alpine, Harsh Cartoon, Styx and Rizzo round out the top 10. Then you've got Laser in P11, Swayster, your pole sitter, finishing in P12. His teammate right behind him in P13, and then P14 is Ernie Burney. Then you've got P15, Balam Arshad, who unfortunately crashed out with just a few laps to go due to some, I think, PlayStation desync, but he still counts as a finish because it was 2 laps from the end, as well as Andries and as well as Apathy Terror. They all finish 2 laps behind. Cool guys, that was the race. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next week for round 9 around Belgium. It's going to be a great race. See you all then. Bye.